Welcome back, dear listener, to our journey through the Forgotten Realms. In our previous episodes, we've explored the creation of Toriel, the diverse lands of Faerun, the peoples who inhabit this world, the magic that flows through it, and the gods who watch over it. Tonight, we turn our gaze to a land shrouded in mystery and power, a land where magic is not just a tool, but a way of life, where the pursuit of arcane knowledge knows no bounds. Welcome to Thay, home of the Red Wizards. Thay is a nation unlike any other in Faerun. Located in the eastern part of the continent, it is a land of harsh deserts, towering mountains, and ancient ruins. But what truly sets Thay apart is its rulers, the Red Wizards, a cabal of powerful mages who have mastered the darkest arts of magic. From necromancy to demonology, the Red Wizards delve into forbidden knowledge, seeking to unlock the secrets of life and death, of power and immortality. As we journey through Thay, imagine yourself walking through the streets of El Tabor, the capital city, where the air is thick with the scent of incense and the hum of magical energy. See the red-robed wizards striding confidently, their staffs glowing with arcane power. Hear the distant chants of necromancers raising the dead, and feel the weight of history in every stone of the ancient citadels. Thay is a land of contrasts. To the north lie the rugged peaks of the Galena Mountains, their snow-capped summits a stark contrast to the arid deserts that stretch to the south. The river Thazarim winds its way through the heart of the nation, providing life to the cities. Among these, El Tabar stands as the jewel of Thay, its spires reaching towards the sky, adorned with symbols of arcane might. The Red Wizards excel in various magic schools, but their necromancy skills are exceptional. They command legions of undead, from skeletal warriors to zombie hordes, using them as both labor and soldiers. Their necromantic arts allow them to cheat death itself, with many of their leaders, including Zastam, having transcended mortality to become liches. In Thayan society, magic is everything. From birth, children are tested for magical aptitude, and those who show promise are trained rigorously in the arcane arts. The most talented rise through the ranks, eventually becoming full-fledged Red Wizards, clad in their distinctive red robes. Those who fail to measure up may find themselves serving in other capacities, or worse, becoming subjects for magical experiments. The architecture of Thay reflects its magical nature. Buildings are often adorned with runes and glyphs that pulse with energy, and floating platforms and teleportation circles make travel within cities swift and efficient. The air is filled with the scent of exotic herbs used in spellcasting, and the nights are illuminated by the glow of magical lights, casting an otherworldly hue over the landscape. In the coming segments, we will uncover the secrets of the Red Wizards' rise to power, explore the inner workings of their arcane society, and meet the individuals who have shaped Thay's destiny. From the enigmatic Sastam to the cunning Zol Chembrel, each has left an indelible mark on the history of the realms. So, settle in, close your eyes, and let the tales of the Red Wizards transport you to a world where magic reigns supreme, and where the line between life and death is but a spell away. Let the stories of Thay weave their enchantment around you as you drift into a peaceful slumber. Long before the Red Wizards rose to prominence, the land that would become Thay was part of the great empire of Mulhorand. In the year 922 DR, under the leadership of Ithaz Buvar, they asserted its independence from Mulhoran. With the aid of the demon lord Eltab, Ithaz Buvar won the Battle of Thazalhar and seized control of Delumide, establishing Thay as a sovereign nation. Ithaz Buvar became the first Zulkir, and in 1030 DR, he established the Council of Zulkirs, consisting of the most powerful red wizards, each specializing in a different school of magic. This council would govern Thay for centuries, with intrigue and power struggles common among its members. In 1104 DR, Sas Tam was born, a figure who would later rise to become the most powerful of the Zulkurs and the ruler of Thay. His ambition and mastery of necromancy would shape the nation's destiny. By 1357 DR, after failed attempts to annex Rashomon, the Red Wizards began a new strategy, infiltrating Faerun through Thayan enclaves. From these outposts, they sold magic items, drugs, and slaves, using the proceeds to fund their political machinations and their quest for world domination. Under the leadership of Sas Tam, who transformed himself into a lich, Thay became a nation dedicated to the dark arts, with necromancy at its core. Sas Tam's vision of a Thay ruled by the undead led to internal conflicts, as some Zulkirs resisted his rule, resulting in civil wars that weakened Thay but did not diminish Sas Tam's grip on power. Today, Thay is a land where magic reigns supreme, and the Red Wizards continue their relentless pursuit of arcane knowledge and domination, feared and reviled by many, yet respected for their unparalleled mastery of the arcane. Lower ranks include lesser Red Wizards, identifiable by their red robes and arcane tattoos, serving as administrators and enforcers. Their magical practices, particularly necromancy and demonology, shape Thay's military and economy, with undead armies and summoned demons bolstering their power. They maintain control through a network of spies and agents, establishing Thayan enclaves across Faerun to expand their influence. In Thayan society, magic is everything, with children tested from birth for aptitude and non-magical individuals often relegated to servitude. This hierarchy creates a culture where arcane ability is the ultimate measure of worth, reflecting their ruthless ambition. The Red Wizards are renowned for their mastery of the darkest arts, particularly necromancy and demonology. Necromancy allows them to raise armies of undead skeletal warriors and zombie laborers serving as both soldiers and workers across Thay's harsh landscapes. Demonology, on the other hand, involves summoning fiends from the lower planes to bolster their power, their otherworldly presence adding an eerie resonance to the land. These practices, though feared, are the backbone of Thay's military and economic might. At the pinnacle of this magical hierarchy are the Zulkirs, 8 archmages each, commanding a specific school of magic: abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, and transmutation. Each Zulkir's expertise shapes a different aspect of Theon life. The Zulkir of necromancy, led by Sastam, oversees the creation and control of undead legions, while the Zulkir of evocation might command destructive spells to defend Thay's borders. Their collective knowledge is harnessed through circle magic, a technique where multiple wizards combine their spells to unleash extraordinary power, their voices rising in unison as arcane energies swirl around them. Beyond warfare, the Red Wizards wield magic to manipulate the environment. Picture the arid plains of Thay transformed by a sudden night rain, summoned by the Zulkir of Conjuration to irrigate fields and protect against marauding bandits. These controlled weather patterns sustain Thay's agriculture, a testament to the wizard's ability to bend nature to their will. The air hums with the energy of these spells, a constant reminder of their dominance. The libraries and arcane laboratories of Thay are hubs of innovation, where experiments with new spells and rituals unfold. The walls are etched with glowing runes, their light pulsing faintly as scholars pore over forbidden tomes. The Red Wizard's pursuit of magical supremacy drives them to push the boundaries of the weave, the mystical fabric that underpins all magic in the Forgotten Realms, often at great cost to those around them. This magical tapestry weaves through every corner of Thay, from the enchanted spires of its cities to the desolate fields where undead toil. The Red Wizard's command of the arcane arts shapes a land where magic is both a tool of creation and a force of oppression, a legacy that echoes through the ages. Daily life in Thay. Eltabar, Thay's capital, where the air carries the scent of exotic incense and the faint hum of arcane energy. Ancient spells seem to linger in the atmosphere, weaving a tapestry of mystery and power. Life in Thay is marked by stark contrasts and harsh realities. The Red Wizards, who govern the nation, live in opulence, surrounded by arcane artifacts and attended by numerous servants. Their dwellings are adorned with glowing runes and enchanted tapestries that shimmer with arcane light. Clad in striking red robes, they command respect and fear, surrounded by magical artifacts and attended by loyal servants. Their lives are filled with the pursuit of arcane knowledge, their days spent in study, spellcasting, and overseeing the nation's affairs. In stark contrast, the common folk, particularly those without magical talent, face a life of hardship. Many are enslaved, forced to toil in fields, mines, or construction under the watchful eyes of undead overseers. Others become subjects of the Red Wizard's experiments, their fates tied to the whims of their arcane masters. In cities like Eltabar and Thay, gladiatorial arenas offer a grim spectacle, where crowds gather to watch brutal combats between slaves, beasts, or even enchanted constructs. These events, charged with the thrill of violence, provide a fleeting escape for the populace from their daily struggles. Imagine standing in a crowded square, the roar of the crowd mingling with the crackle of magical barriers, protecting spectators from the arena's chaos. The Red Wizards, seated in elevated galleries, observe with detached interest, their red robes a vivid contrast against the stone architecture. Magic permeates every facet of life here, from the enchanted lights illuminating the streets to the protective wards guarding the wizard citadels. Children in Thay are tested from a young age for magical aptitude, a process that determines their future. Those with potential are whisked away to rigorous training, groomed to join the ranks of the Red Wizards or serve as their apprentices. Those without such gifts often face a life of servitude, their value measured solely by their utility to the magical elite. This rigid hierarchy defines Thayan society, where arcane prowess is the ultimate currency, and power is both a privilege and a burden. The streets of Thay's cities are a blend of beauty and menace. Markets brim with exotic goods potions, spell components, and artifacts traded under the watchful gaze of Red Wizard enforcers. The architecture, with its rune-carved spires and floating platforms, reflects the nation's magical dominance. Yet, beneath this grandeur lies a society built on control, where the Red Wizard's authority is absolute, and dissent is met with swift arcane retribution. This glimpse into Thay's daily life reveals a world where magic shapes every moment, from the opulence of the elite to the struggles of the downtrodden, creating a land of stark beauty and unrelenting ambition. Notable figures. Among the ranks of the Red Wizards, several figures stand out for their power, ambition, and the indelible mark they have left on Thay and the wider world. Sastam. At the pinnacle of the Red Wizard's hierarchy is Sastam, the supreme Zulkir and ruler of Thay. Born in 1104 DR, Sastam rose to prominence through his unparalleled mastery of necromancy. His ambition knew no bounds, and he ultimately transformed himself into a lich, achieving immortality and consolidating his power. Under his rule, Thay has become a nation dedicated to the dark arts, with necromancy at its core. Sastam's vision of a Thay ruled by the undead has led to internal conflicts, but his iron grip on power remains unchallenged. Feared and respected, he is one of the most formidable figures in all of Faerun. Maligor. Maligor, once the Zulkir of Alteration, was a figure of immense cruelty and ambition. Known for his mastery of transformative magic, he sought to challenge Sastam's authority, believing himself worthy of the Supreme Zulkir's throne. His rebellion was short-lived, however, as Sastam's power proved too great. Maligor's defeat serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of crossing the Lich ruler of Thay. Rathmodar. Rathmodar was a member of the Thayan Resurrection, a faction of Red Wizards who sought to overthrow Sastam and restore Thay to its former glory. Exiled from Thay, Rathmodar traveled to the Sword Coast, where he became embroiled in schemes of great danger. Among his most notorious acts was an attempt to summon the dragon deity Tiamat, a plan that nearly plunged the realms into chaos. Though his efforts were thwarted, Rathmodar remains a symbol of the Red Wizard's relentless ambition and cunning. Genji. Once a mortal Red Wizard, Genji left Thay to pursue his own dark path. He became known as the Witch King of Vasa, a land far to the north, where he ruled with an army of undead and wielded forbidden magic. His reign of terror left a lasting scar on the region, and though he was eventually defeated, his legacy as a master of necromancy and a ruthless conqueror endures. These figures, among others, have woven their stories into the tapestry of Thay's history, their lives marked by ambition, betrayal, and the relentless pursuit of arcane power. As you drift into slumber, imagine yourself standing in the shadow of their citadels, where the air hums with the energy of ancient spells and the whispers of their names echo through the halls. Let their tales carry you into dreams of a world where magic reigns supreme, and where the line between life and death is but a whisper away. We began by setting the stage, introducing Thay as a land of magic and mystery, ruled by the Red Wizards, masters of necromancy and demonology. We trace their history from independence in 922 DR under Ithaz Buvar to the rise of Sas Tam, transforming Thay into a nation of undead. We explored their organization, a magocracy with the Supreme Zulkir and Council of Zulkirs, and met notable figures like Malagor and Roth Modar, each leaving a mark on their legacy. The Red Wizards stand as a testament to the power and peril of magic, their story one of ambition and darkness. Their influence extends beyond Thay, shaping Faerun through trade enclaves and military might, a reminder of magic's boundless potential for creation and destruction. As you drift into sleep, imagine standing on Thay's shores, the river Thazarim reflecting Selûne's silver light. Feel the cool breeze, hear distant necromantic chants, and let the tales of the Red Wizards carry you into dreams of adventure and wonder. Sleep well,